Doctor, one of the things that it informs us on is how much that mental illness, whatever it is, impacted his function, correct?
It impacted what he did.
Yeah, okay. How about this? The fact that he knows that it's illegal, you would agree that that is a factor in someone knowing whether or not society would view it as wrong. You'd agree with that?
No, and that's why these categories are really parsed out in this evaluation. There's a difference between legal knowledge and knowledge of the societal norm. In all the literature, this is parsed out. There are different categories of clinical knowledge and clinical relevance.
Yeah, you'd agree that the societal standard of morality is not limited to, but includes consideration of illegality. You would agree with that?
Well, it certainly includes consideration, but from a clinical perspective, the knowledge of the legality and the knowledge that we're talking about under the Colorado statute are clinically different things. They manifest themselves differently in clinical presentation, and therefore they're assessed separately in the criteria.
Doctor, there is no clinical insanity, correct? There's only forensic insanity, right?
I don't know what you're...
You keep talking about the clinical application. There is no clinical application of law. There is a forensic application of the law to these facts and these psychiatric things. And you say there's some distinction that clinically we make left or... There is no clinical insanity in the state of Colorado. Would you agree with that?
Objection, compound question, argumentative.
Overruled.
You would agree with that, doctor? There is no clinical insanity in the state of Colorado?
Well, you can't assess...
Doctor, forgive me. Did you understand my question to ask
No,
for
I
a
don't.
narrative?
Judge, he has to ask a question and allow the witness to answer the question.
He asked the question. The witness is not answering the question. Doctor, I'm going to instruct you to answer the question. The question was a direct leading question. Answer the question.
Well, Judge, I'm going to object if we can approach.
Okay?